another week, another Minecraft wannabe. Unturned is a game by developer Nelson Sexton, whom I've never heard of, where you play as an immigrated Steve from Minecraft after he's been dragged through a clothes mangle, had his clothes stolen from him, and been juiced up on steroids. You start the game by choosing a hairstyle and ethnicity, and are then drop naked, lost and bewildered into one of two pre-built maps like some sort of geometric Kyle Reese with only a torch and a packed lunch from your mum. It was night time when I started playing, so the torch actually came in handy. Well, it would have been if it could have illuminated more than the space of a bumblebee. So I stumbled around until I soon came across my first zombie, who immediately set upon greeting me in that traditional undead fashion by attempting to bite my balls off. So as any man would when his gentleman vegetables are threatened, I proceeded to beat off the offending attacker, poor choice of words given the circumstances, with the heaviest and bluntest object to hand, which at the time just happened to be my torch. Which is when I realised the torch does almost as much damage as sneezing on the green-skinned limping bastard would have done. So I turned tail and fled, and shortly after found a car. Oh, thank God I'm saved, I thought. Turned out it had no fuel, and by this point I'd amassed such a following of barely sentient trundle fucks it would have made the Grateful Dead jealous. As I sat blubbering helplessly in the fetal position, the undead hordes mauled my car and then myself, killing me within the space of about half a fucking second. Second time round, things start going better. My genitals go rather unmolested, and I manage to come across a town and pick up some rudimentary supplies like clothes and food. That's until I'm discovered by zombies and hightail it to a car that actually has some fuel and get the fuck out of there, plowing through every zombie and the occasional furry critter in the process. A few minutes down the road I come across a farm and find my first weapons, a machete and a handgun. But with ammo being so bloody scarce and the items you find being randomly generated, it's far easier just to stick with a melee weapon, as I learned when the gun I'd found had a grand total of 2 rounds in the clip. Stocked up with weapons, I got back in my vehicle and set back off down the road and came across another farm with only a few zombies which I could quickly dispatch with my machete, which compared to hitting them with a torch must have held the infinite power of Christ Obama Gandhi. Salvaging what I could from the house and beginning walking down the road since my vehicle had finally run out of petrol, I came across quite a large town with enough supplies and zombies for a post-apocalyptic keg party. At some point, about 10 minutes after ripping off the town for every mouldy carrot, shotgun shell and pair of pants it had, I said to myself, it's not just me. This game is incredibly fucking boring. With no goal other than to bumble around the copy and pasted map until the point at which your gonads are mauled on by a particularly peckish drone of the Horde of the Walking Dead, this game has no purpose. Maybe it would have been more fun if I'd have played with other people, but I'm hardly going to unlearn my instinct of ignoring every motherfucker on the planet for one sodding game. I just can't see a place that this game belongs. There are better multiplayer survival games out there, and the Minecraft-style graphics just seem to be for the ease of the developer, rather than have any actual impact on the game or as an artistic statement. It's Minecraft without the craft and with guns thrown in for some arbitrary reason, probably to try carousing the Call of Duty-falating gun freaks into it. In short, Unturned is pointless, boring and uninspired, and I'm sure some brain-dead people out there would use the "it's the early access" defence, but riddle me this, tell me one early access game these days that doesn't just fucking stay in early access. I could think of one, I could think of 20, but I'm not going to tell you, because I'm enigmatic like that.